Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered several viewer submitted levels. So in this part, I'll be covering the next set of at least 4 or 5 levels that were submitted to the 3rd official Mega Man Maker level design challenge, which was titled Wily Construction Corps. Starting off with this level, Treading the Wily Sewer System by LinkPlaysGames, with 54 plays and a score of 25. If you're wondering what this level design challenge's rules were, check out the introduction of episode 222, or check out the topmost link in the description below. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts. So if you want to check if your level is covered, expand the description. This stage has a pretty good score, so hopefully it'll be good in the end. Rather generous checkpoint placement. I'll always point it out. After all, checkpoint placement is one of the most important things when designing a level. Weapon selection is pretty varied as well. And thankfully, the 2 rush utilities are right at the end of the list, next to each other. If this was a normal fortress level, the first checkpoint would be placed over here. Not that I'm complaining, just an observation. I would have preferred if the conveyors and the fish enemies were introduced in safer environments, but I don't mind it as much. After all, these are fortress levels, and in all these fortress stages, it's assumed that you already encountered these challenges and gimmicks and enemies before, so the reintroductions can be a lot quicker. Oh boy, these enemies. I'll slow down time preemptively. It wasn't that necessary after all. And that marks the end of the level. A pretty solid fortress stage, above average, or above par, under my scoring standards. Toadman, that should be pretty easy. Even with this stage setup. This is perfectly doable Buster only, but it takes a bit longer. Second level on the lineup is Laserfort Nox by Buster 2, with 20 plays and a score of 2. Another state grants us access to the jet adapter, which we're immediately forced to use. Not that I'm complaining, I love using the jet adapter. I see what we're going for here. There is even a makeshift Yoku timer above, which is a plus to this level's design. I see the ladder over there. And now I can safety reset up over there and skip this challenge. Well, half of it, I mean. What other special weapons do I have? Time Slow will be useful. I wish I had the Skull Barrier though. Another one of these timing challenges, but over a bottomless pit this time. Two Squidons. As I mentioned during a previous episode, it seems that this contest's favorite mini-boss is the Squidons, for whatever reason. Probably because they're one of the toughest mini-bosses in this engine currently, as of version 1.4 that is. Need to punch it in time. That happened in reverse. Why is it happening like that, though? Okay, now it worked properly. Just need to make sure I don't get crushed. That's why I was standing back a bit. That went poorly, but at least it wasn't a red force beam. Plus there was a checkpoint right at the end anyways. Clip the edge of the spike there. I'd rather not wait. Oh, rats. That's some poor positioning. Huh, that was a secret. I guess these are the boss's weaknesses, the Ice Slasher and the Rolling Cutter. Seriously, that close. Made it, though I lost half my health, sadly. Compared with the previous level, this is a bit tougher, but it's still fun. Now I face off against the boss. It had some neat power adapter and jet adapter setups. Oh boy, top man in here. Yeah, it is his weakness. Thanks for the hint, Buster. At least the force beams aren't pointed downwards. That would have made this fight a lot tougher. This probably does more damage too, if I can aim it. Yeah, a lot more damage. I'll use the Ice Slasher instead, a lot more consistent. I'd say that this is currently my honorable mention part, while LinkPlaysGames level is my favorite level. Third up is Dr. Win's Heckin Big Bass by Try, with 13 plays and a score of 1. Once again, I gain access to the 2 Mega Man 6 adapters. I'll skip by them. It's a lot faster to skip them. This one though, I'll need to face normally. There's probably a secret to the right because of that hole. Hopefully there's no secret ceilings. Well, there is, but isn't too bad. I got an E-Tank. That was well worth it. So you are rewarded for being attentive. One comment though, I don't really like this red background, it's too eye-blaring. Maybe if it was a darker or lighter shade. Like the previous level, we're going for these types of challenges, I see. Several of these at once. What can I do that hits all of them? Hyper Bomb. How do I get up there? I don't want to lock myself off, so I'll try it from here. Checkpoint. What's to the right? Does this stage have split pathways? No, that's a mandatory pathway. I see. I'll loop around the room from below, I believe. I knew I was gonna die at least once there. Oh, that's actually a bottomless pit. That really looks like somewhere else you could go down. So that's kind of poor directions. Or poor signposting, I mean. What else do I have in my arsenal? Sadly, no magnet beam. Time for the harder way back. Didn't have enough energy left. That last jump is gonna be the biggest problem. Made it. I actually died once more off screen, but it wasn't too bad. Now I just hope that behind this boss shutter is a checkpoint, and there is. Time to face off against Windman. This was a shorter level, but gosh, that last segment was quite a challenge, especially getting back. That was the hard part. It's alright, I wanted to see what his weakness was anyways. Oh, I was lucky there. I got hit once or twice due to the slide button not working. When I say slide button, I mean quick slide. Honestly, I liked the stage up until the way back. That felt like a sudden difficulty spike. So I can't really give the stage a thumbs up. Sorry, try. If that was smoothed out, I'd like this stage more. Maybe make the way back with an optional challenge for an extra E or M tank. That'd be a perfect way and it'd be much more acceptable for me. The fourth level I would have covered got removed from the server. It would have been called the G Castle by 11 Man. So instead, the fourth level I'll cover is Cryogenesis Fortress by Virus Man, with 21 plays and a score of 5. Item 1 and Item 2 this time in terms of utilities. This is going to be an ice-based fortress, I presume. So gotta be careful with ice physics. I'm pointing out somewhat of the obvious because a previous level that was labeled as being an ice fortress didn't have any ice physics actually. This contest's favorite mini-boss. Rather generous checkpoint placement, right at the entrance of the fortress. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'd rather take overly generous checkpoint placement over overly stingy, as the other destroys the fun more than the former one. For once I have access to the skull barrier. Squidon number 2. I believe this is the 6th Squidon I've faced in this part so far, and I've encountered no other types of mini-bosses. At last, we're riding on top of the pookers now. No oil fires though. Do I want to risk it? There was that enemy too. Sure, I'll take the risk. That wasn't too bad. So far so good, no deaths. In fact, this feels like a breeze compared to the previous stage. That's Squidon number 3. We might as well nickname this contest Squidon Construction Corps, as they seem to be an omnipresent team throughout all these stages, or at least most of them. That's neat, we're gonna face off against Iceman right on top of this pooker. This is a very neat boss arena. I see it's perfectly foreseeable to do it damageless. You just need to time it correctly. So I'll give the stage a thumbs up. It was definitely enjoyable. Certainly more than the previous level was. Fifth up is Wily's Utopia vs Mecha Devil by Silent Haxorus with 24 plays and a score of 2. Another stage that grants us access to the 2 adapters. So let's see what's hiding underneath these boxes. I see we also have ice physics. I'm gonna have to slide quickly here, or just use a time slow. I see oil and I see fire bars, so expect to see oil fires in this stage. I gotta say, I also compliment this stage's aesthetics. I could take the lower rod just using the jet adapter, but it's a lot more risky. Just skip the entire challenge, why not? And of course, here are the oil fires. Ah, this is different. We're fighting a different mini-boss for once. I think Blizzard Attack is our best bet. And Time Slow too. I'm just happy we're facing a different mini-boss from the usual Squid-Ons. And now use the adapter to cross. I don't really need any extra life energy as I only lost a minor amount of health, so I'll skip them. Huh. This is teaching us something. The oil fires can actually block the force beams. But be careful, as you don't want to activate the wrong oil fires. And you can disignite the oil fires by using a water-based weapon, like the water wave. But then this happens. So you gotta be careful and attentive while doing it. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go collect that E-Tank, damage boost, and then restart again. See what I mean by activating the wrong ones? And time it better because I went too fast. Thank you, clipping. That went better than expected. This is a rather tense stage, especially with the dynamic spikes. I consider the oil fire's dynamic spikes as you can put them out and set them ablaze again. Good checkpoint placement? But what's up there? Is that an alternate route or just a route for extra goodies? I'll take this upper route first. I gotta say, this stage has quite a few enemies, especially compared to how cramped the level is. I think I can make the jump, but it's a bit risky. No, I can't. I have to loop around. In fact, that's what I'm intending to do. Well, I'm gonna have to ignite the oil fires and use the skull barrier. Before that though, let me take care of these other enemies. First ignite this, then get up over there and ignite the bottom one. Oh, never mind. Ignite the top one next, and then use the skull barrier. I did in reverse order. I'm supposed to ignite the top one first, and it's not being extinguished. Take two, set this afire. Get to this side, set it ablaze. Now activate skull barrier. Get up over here. Now punch this block to the left. Turn this off, so it'll fall over here, and now I'll be able to collect the M-Tank. A neat little puzzle. Is this an alternate route by this point? Or is it just for an extra goodie? I'm starting to believe this is a alternate route. So I'm gonna reset the stage back to the last checkpoint and see what's to the left. That M-Tank is... I'm not sure if it's actually collectible. Thank you, level designer, for granting me access to the Thunder Beam. It makes dealing with all the Suies a lot easier. Out of all the levels I played throughout this episode, I say that this was one of the more difficult ones, up there with Dr. Wynn's Heckin Big Base. Of course, that stage was only really difficult for the return trip, whereas this stage is overall rather difficult. Springman and Fairman. Let's try it again. I should destroy all those mini devils first, then proceed onwards. And this should do the trick. And we get on to the other side next. And it resets every time we go to the other side of the room, so I'll never run out of weapon energy. Of course, actually hitting them is going to be the hard part. I think the Atomic Fire is a better choice. Whoops, should not have hit him with that. Springman glitches out when his arm reaches the edge of the screen, and there's no exact barrier. Of course, I could do this entire boss fight buster only, but why would I do that? It's a lot faster to use special weapons. I will give credit where credit's due, this is a neat boss room. It does take a while to defeat the boss though. That's the only annoying part. There we go. Boss defeated. I stand by my earlier statement that this is one of the more difficult stages of this part. Shouldn't the stage be over by now? Okay, for some reason there was a lag in terms of when the music was gonna play. Maybe due to all these objects on screen. I understand why it's called Mecha Devil, because you have to get between each side of the boss. Despite this stage's difficulty, I do like some of the puzzle designs and the final encounter, so I will give it a thumbs up, though it does feel a bit rough around the edges. and I didn't expect this stage to take that long. It was the longest level in this episode, so I think this is a good time to end off this part. So in total, I've covered 40 levels so far on screen. 3 of them have been removed from the server, and 2 of them I skipped over as I covered them in previous viewer-submitted level episodes. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more viewer-submitted levels. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!